For everything scary, I'm GMHaunts, and today I'm here with my Reaper review of Spirit Halloween's Miserable Marie. So welcome to a very interesting video, to say the least, and one that I was not expecting to be making. But so basically, to put this video into a quick synopsis and the background of why I am doing this video, I recently got a broken Miserable Marie, obviously Spirit Halloween Miserable Marie, that was the store display of a Spirit Halloween location, and it was broken to where the point where it didn't even move anymore. It only had audio. So obviously Miserable Marie is still pretty cool with the audio by itself, but she is a lot cooler with that twitching movement because that's kind of what makes her as a creepy grandma character. But basically, I was getting some information from various different people on telling me how I could fix her and what was probably broken on her. So she was making this sound of the motor having some trouble there. So after a help of a lot of very helpful people, I was actually able to repair her back to fully working by replacing the rubber band, or the band it's called, on the motor that lets her turn. I gave her a new rubber band, and now I have repaired her back to her former glory, where now she is fully working back to her maximum ability. So that is kind of all the backstory you're going to need from this video. I got a broken one, I fixed it, I set her up in my room in Hazmat Zombie's place, and now I have a fully working Miserable Marie that was the store display in my room. So, starting off this Reaper review, let's take a look at animation. So I think the animation on Miserable Marie is kind of the thing that completes her as a scary character. I think it's one of the coolest things about her, and she definitely stands alone in the 2020 animatronic lineup. So obviously she has a twitching motion that kind of looks like her spine is broken. She is a creepy looking grandma, so the twitching motion is very eerie looking, very disturbing, how she twitches back and forth in a circle. It is really, really cool, and again, it does show that kind of spine breaking look. I think she kind of does have the same disturbing feel to her as Miss Mercy does, that came out also in 2020 this past season. And definitely the animation is my favorite thing about her. It's creepy, it definitely gets a lot of scares from people who are walking by. If a person sees her, they're going to be disturbed by her. They're going to think she has a very creepy motion, and they're not going to like how it is. It's it's just very eerie and very disturbing. Before I talk more about her animation and go more into other details about her, I'm going to show you guys the demo of my Miserable Marie. So here is the demo. So you just saw the demo for my Miserable Marie, and as you can see, the animation, the audio, and the design of her really does all come together to create that really disturbing, really creepy looking skeleton grandma. Now I'm going to talk in this bullet points to kind of talk about everything about her in detail, but she's a really, really unique character and one of my favorites from the 2020 season, and I'm really glad I was able to repair her. Now let's take a look at design. So the design on her is something that I think we haven't gotten a lot of from Spirit Halloween or any other Halloween retailer. A creepy skeleton grandma or grandma is not really anything that we have seen from Spirit. Obviously, there has been a couple occurrences of a grandma being released. There's been a couple, but I think Miserable Marie is one of the best old lady creepy grandma animatronics that we have gotten from any Halloween retail. She's probably my favorite out of all grandmas because she has that creepy dress with all that vintage looking pattern on there. She has that really, really, one of my favorite things about her also is that creepy skeleton sculpt where her face is actually all skeleton looking. Her teeth are very, very detailed. They're small little yellow teeth there. Her long gray hair is also very cool. Another thing really cool about her design is the piece that you can put on her neck brackets that actually make it look like she has a vertebrae or a bone neck, which I think again adds to the really creepy old lady skeleton feel. She has a lot of details that all come together here to create that really disturbing look. Another thing that really works on her is that her outfit is very bleak. It's very gray. There's no bright colors. Again, her face is all one kind of tan color. Her outfit is all bleak. It does all look, it's not very vibrant. It all is very disturbing, very eerie looking, very vintage. I think that's the coolest thing about her, is her outfit is very vintage, and it does create that feel that this is an old lady person, and it looks like an old grandma. Another one of my favorite things about her design is her creepy elongated skeleton hands. She has very big hands for what the height she is, which is around 5 feet tall. She has these really creepy elongated skeleton hands with fingers that are way longer than they should be. They're the same color that her head is, and again, they're very long, very creepy, and they twitch when she has a twitching motion. The design of her is very, very unique, and that is why she's one of my favorite props from the 2020 season. Now let's take a look at price. So Miserable Marie retailed for $169.99, 170 United States dollars this past year in Spirit Halloween locations, and obviously it was her first year, so that's the only price she has ever seen. I think 170 is a decent price for her, because normally Spirit sells life-size moving animatronics for around 200, maybe a little less, but she's only 170 and has a very, very a lot of moving, that twitching motion. It's a lot of moving in one mechanism. I feel like the reason that she is 170 and $170 is because she's only around 7 feet tall. She's not the tallest animatronic, but I still think she's very cool, and I think that 5 foot tall character is actually suits her well, because she's supposed to be a creepy old lady. The 5 feet tall really adds to that character and makes her that much more disturbing. So I don't think she would even be as good if she was 6 foot tall. But nonetheless, I think the 170, 169.99 price really suits her well. I think it's a good price that most people would be able to afford. And if you can get her for 25% off, 20% off, or 50% off at the end of the season, she's definitely worth it, because that base price of 170 is a really good price in my opinion. Now let's take a look at if she might return for the 2021 season. So this is a kind of new category that I haven't talked about in my other Reaper reviews, because this is one of the first that I'm doing as it's getting closer to the 2021 Spirit Halloween season. And this is just going to be called Return Possibility. So there have been a lot of theories out there of what animatronics might be returning for the 2021 Halloween season. Again, if you haven't seen my video, there already has been 2 animatronics that have been revealed to be returning at the Spirit Halloween 2021 season, which are obviously Man's Possessed Friend Bubba and the Hauntress, as we know that happening because of the price changes. I hope Miserable Marie does end up returning. I think she's a unique animatronic, like I said. She's one of the only old lady animatronic creepy grandmas that we've gotten from Spirit. So I do hope they bring her back in some way, even if she's only in the box in stores. Preferably, I would love to see her being featured in the themes once again for 2021. I think that would be cool to see her come back for one more season. If not, I hope she returns online only, or again, maybe she does return as just a placeholder animatronic. Obviously, some stores will probably still have her as a carryover that they never ended up selling from 2020, but I definitely do hope she comes back. She's one of the best of 2020, in my opinion. She's creepy, she's an old lady, she's not like anything else we've seen, and her audio is also very, very cool. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap up my Reaper review of the Spirit Halloween Miserable Marie animatronic. So let's cut to the outro. So that's going to wrap up my review of Spirit Halloween's Miserable Marie animatronic. Again, just some last touches on her. I think she's really, really cool. She's very unique, not like anything else we have seen. And I do really hope that she does come back for the 2021 season. And I hope she is featured in one of the 2021 themes. Ladies and gentlemen, remember as always, for everything scary, I'm GMHaunts. I'll see you guys later for more spooky videos. Goodbye.